I'm so happy to be there with all these friends of DBT here. Thanks for joining this session today. We are going to tackle different topics around DBT. And the first one will be about the DBT packages. We are going to talk about that. Also the DBT semantic layer, the DBT Cloud API with this latest version of DBT in 1.6. It gives us like a lot of opportunity and many exciting things here. And we are going to see like a practical application which is going to use this DBT semantic layer here. And it's not only for the dashboard tools or whatever here. But let me introduce myself. I'm Adrien Boutreau. I'm coming from France. That's why I have this French accent here with me. Sorry. I'm working on the data space since more than 15 years now and working closely with DBT more than 5 years. I'm working for Infinite Lambda and we are helping to drive successful data strategy. I have 2 roles inside Infinite Lambda. The first one is like I'm part of the CTO of office, and the CTO of office is like driving the engineer leads and the technical leads inside the company. And our role and mission is to ensure that they have all the trainings and the materials so they can work for our customer and deliver the best project with them. Second role that I have at Infinite Lambda, I'm the head of analytics engineer. I'm leading a group of 40 analytics engineers who are specialized in DBT. And our vision of the engineer inside Infinite Lambda is like, yes, they're really good at DBT, they are certified. But how we see a good engineer is like people who has also different skills in the different environment, like the cloud data warehouse. So most of them are also certified in the cloud data warehouse or have a certification on the cloud services. Just a word about Infinite Lambda, who we are. We are a global data consultancy and academy. We are delivering the strategy. We are helping in terms of strategy, building and training our customer. We are now a DBT Premier Consulting partner also. And so far, we have delivered more than 60 data platforms with mostly DBT, to be honest, here. We are also a cloud expert. We have like an expertise in terms of cloud data migration from SQL Server Informatica to DBT Cloud, for example, and we have developed our own internal tools to do this. What we are offering also to our customer is not like the data platform itself. We are offering different things like the delivery training. So we are training the engineers that we are working on. So it means like internally they have their own engineers and we are sharing our expertise with them. We are putting this data platform, understanding in terms of architecture what they need, understanding their requirements and giving them different options where they are taking the decision about where they want to go. And also we are helping to monitor the data platform. And this is where I want to take a little bit of time here. Today, in terms of modern data stack, in terms of tools, we have plenty of tools. And when we are delivering a data platform, we are also helping to put in place some DBT packages related about what the customer has. And we are helping also to help them to discover what is around the DBT, like the database observability, the DBT cloud, how the data ingestion is working, the reverse ETL, or the data catalog. But when you are taking all this full picture, when you are learning and how that it goes, you have plenty of information like everywhere. So this is where we wanted to come with this idea by using the semantic layer and the DBT package is like you could have like a central place where you have all the KPIs about the data quality, the observability things, and you are talking about the same things and you don't go into different UI to get the information here. First, so it goes to the agenda today. What I wanted to do is like making a short introduction about the DBT package. I don't know in terms of audience, like if you have already used it or yes, no, yes, okay. You have a but we will go into the theoretical part and I'm going to explain a little bit and make a focus on 3 packages. After, I will go into the reality because we have organized also a lot of DBT meetups in Europe and Asia. And we have the feedbacks about how it goes with the DBT package because we have developed some of them and we have seen that sometimes it's not used. So we will go into this reality. And in the third part, we'll go to the demonstration of this application that we have created and explain how does it work technically and also what will be the roadmap. First, short introduction about the DBK package. So today we are going to focus on 3 packages. The first one is the DBT project evaluator. And this package has been developed by the DBT labs. The second one will be about the Snowflake and how to monitor the cost about Snowflake. So here I'm taking the example of Snowflake, but you have the similar package for BigQuery and Redshift also. And we will talk about these DQ tools that it's a package that we have developed for our customer. It's open to everyone inside the hub. So here it's an open source one. Let's jump to the DBT project evaluator. So the DBT project evaluator, it's something, as I said, has been developed by DBT labs. And it should help you to maintain the code quality of your development. So here we are not talking about the data, but about the development. How does it work? It's split into 6 parts. And after, if you want to have more information, I will let you go to the DBT documentation. It's very well explained. But the idea is like when you start to do a development, you have best practices that you have put in place, and you don't want to have someone jump into your project and do like sort of different modeling coding parts, and you want to keep some green light into your DBT project. So that's how the DBT project evaluator is going to work. It's going to check all the new developments that has been done by the developer. And if it's not following the best practice, you have 2 choices. One is to raise a warning. So it means like just a warning will be raised, and after you can put some limits in terms of warnings. And same after, if you want to put an error, so you ensure that everyone is following the best practice, you can put an error. If you put this DBT project evaluator into your CI, so it means like when the developer will, the engineer will merge the code, is going to be reject because it doesn't follow the best practice here. How does it work? Is like when you run the DBT project, you have different JSON file which is going to be created with different metadata information. And this DBT package is going to give you some macro who is going to read this JSON file and store the metadata into your tables. So what happened when you have run the DBT package is like you have more than 20 information that is available into your cloud data warehouse. So if you are an engineer, you need to go into your cloud data warehouse, find the information, read tables by tables to see where you make a mistake or something like that. Second DBT package that I wanted to talk, and I think many of us are using it, is for people who is using Snowflake, of course, is this DBT Snowflake monitoring package. How does it work? This one is like same, you install the package, and it's going to run and create different metrics inside your cloud data warehouse, and you will be able to see different information, like the cost by query. So when you run your query, it's going to estimate how many credits has been used to execute the query. You can have also some monitoring in terms of daily and hour, how much this Snowflake is costing. You will have also you can focus also on the DBT queries that are executed inside Snowflake, and you will have also the information about the warehouse, how many credits has been run here. So here, a lot of information about the credits. How does it help you? It's going to provide you some information so you can monitor, get an understanding about what's going on inside Snowflake, and after you can make some execution, so you can check also like which query inside DBT is taking too much time or too much query, and how you can make it in a better way. Same as the first package, this package is going to create like 20 metrics inside your cloud data warehouse. So again, if you want to have access to this, you need to connect to the cloud data warehouse, get the information, and read it. So here, with the example with Snowflake. Third package that we develop at Infinite Lambda, this is the data quality package. On the DBT project evaluator, you have 2 indicators that you could have, is the percentage of documentation covered or the test coverage. So it means like if you have developed like 10 models, 9 models has documentation and has tests, you are going to have a score of 90% from the DBT project evaluator. Does it Is it the reality? It's not so real because like if you have missed to test or document one model, like the orders model, you are going to miss like 90% of your data won't be tested. So that's why we come with this idea with this data quality tools is like the goal is to test the data itself and not only the code development. So DBT Project Evaluator focus on the code development where the data quality tools will focus on the data itself. And it's going to provide like different metrics. It's based on the data quality 6 pillars. So you have all the information here. And same, you are going to have a score and for each pillar of this data quality framework. Same as the previous package is going to create like 15 metrics inside your table. So you need to have a look into your data warehouse to get the information. Just one representation about, this is one representation that we are that we did for, or we are doing for our customers. This is a Looker one. So here to have access to all this information, we are providing like a Looker dashboard. This is an example with Looker, but we can do it with Tableau or other database tools. Well, let's talk a little bit about the reality of using the DBT package. We have, again, it's coming from the DBT meetups, and we have presented this data quality package to many and share with the community here. And one of the feedbacks that we have is like sometimes it's difficult to use the DBT package. And we have tried to classify this reality into 5 cases. So the first one is like the engineer, or data engineer or data team is going to read like an article about the DBT package. And what will happen next is like he's going to try it or she's going to try it once locally, execute the package. But because this package is going to create like a lot of information, it's going to be difficult to get the information quickly. And because time is money, what will happen is like, okay, I will just skip and I will take the time later, which doesn't happen. Second case is what I've seen from the data engineers, and when they are reading or getting information about DBT package, what they are going to do is like install the package, and they will go into the cloud data warehouse to check the KPIs that has been created and get the information about it. And what will happen after is like it's difficult to get all this information and go into the cloud data warehouse every day to get this information and read it and going back and making a follow-up. So what will happen is like they will just don't use it anymore and they will install it or not. Third case that I like is coming from more analytics engineer people, I would say. What will happen, they are going to install the package, they are going to create a layer between the metadata generated by the package and create like a dashboard as we have seen before for the data quality one. And it's generally done by the analytics engineer, and after they will cover the maintenance about the DBT package because the DBT package can change, and after you need to maintain how it's going to be represented inside the database. Fourth case is the data team will use the DBT package, but because I don't have any UI, I need to do this. It's going to be complex, so I'm going to start to use like a third-party tools. And these third-party tools will do very good job. I'm thinking about Elementary, for example, and it's going to provide like a lot of indicators about data quality, but also about the test. So it means like you have some information inside DBT Cloud about the test, you have information here, and after if you have like a data catalog, which is going to give you also another data quality indicator, you will have like a lot of information in different endpoints, and you could lose the governance. I wanted to come back on the case 3. So here we are using the DBT package, and we have developed the own dashboard, and we maintain it. And what happened, in fact, is like on every company, like the data team will do the same. So this is where it comes like with an idea, with this latest version of the DBT semantic layer. Well, if we just generate the case, is like first the DBT package is going to generate some metadata. This metadata will be available inside the cloud data warehouse. And after, what we want to do is like visualize it and it needs to be fast because I don't want to spend every day spending time to go into the cloud data house and check the information from 100 tables. So this is for us the missing. And I wanted to show like how it's going to work. This is where we have built this central application, and we will go through a demo which has been recorded yesterday. So I hope we can jump into it. Hello, hello. Is there someone? I need some help. Yeah, this is me, by the way, again. Adrien,
thank you, Adrien. Let's jump now to the demonstration of this application. This application has been developed by using the Streamlit framework, which is behind the wheel using Python. When you start the application, you will find a home page. This home page, you can customize it by the needs that you have. For example, you can add some information about best practice to follow inside your DBT project, and also add all the links that you are using for your stack. For example, the DBT cloud jobs, or the documentation, the Snowflake administration, or a link to your Git repo. Really useful for all the new joiners, so they can find all the information into a single place here. On the left, you will find a menu where we are going to go through is like the main one will be the dashboard, but you have also the configuration part where you can put your DBT Cloud API key or the job ID. Here, I don't need to put in the Snowflake credential or Cloud Data Warehouse credential because we are going to use the semantic layer. In the changelog part, you will find the latest features that we have released, and the documentation part is going to help you if you need to install this application. Let's jump to the dashboard. During this presentation, we have talked about 3 different packages. The first one was about the DBT Project Evaluator. DBT Project Evaluator, as you know, is going to create like more than 20 information into your database. By using predefined dashboard, I don't need to do any configuration. Here is going to use the semantic layer of the DBT and display the information just inside my UI. Inside this main dashboard, here about DBT Project Evaluator, we are going to display, for example, the test coverage or the documentation coverage. And I will find directly the information here. Now, if I want to have more details, we have also created other predefined dashboard for each category. Let's jump to the testing and documentation one. Here, I'm going to display the missing primary keys for my models, and I can find directly the information inside this table. This is coming from my data warehouse table. The test coverage, the calculation on how it has been done, the documentation, and also I'm going to find all the models that doesn't have any documentation. Here we have added a link also to the DBT docs, and what kind of information you can find, for example, the reason to flag and how to fix it. This was the first DBT package that we have seen. The second one was about the Snowflake cost. If I open it, here, again, this is a predefined dashboard, so I didn't put any configuration, and it's going to display directly my information. Here I will find information about the cost, I will have some charts about the monthly usage cost, also about the warehouse information, the 10 tables that has been queried during the last month, which table are not queried, and for example, it's directly a use case that you should have a look, because if you are producing a table and no one is querying it, maybe you can remove it and reduce the cost. Also, you will find the split by services, different information about the invocates, the monthly cost split by compute, cloud service, and query. Third package that we talked about was about the data quality one. If you remember, during the presentation, we have displayed a Looker dashboard. Again, here, I don't need to create any Looker dashboard. I'm going to represent directly by using the predefined dashboard that we have put the information about the 6 pillars of the data quality. So I'm going to find the completeness, the uniqueness, all this information, and I have directly access to some charts representing the information. Another one here that can be useful also for your to monitor your modern data platform is, on this example, it's display the information about TCHP. But it could be your e-website KPIs or other data source that you have, and you can display it by using the semantic layer. Here, for example, why it's going to help me is maybe I didn't put any test model on my orders model, and here I would see that I have a drop of orders, so something has been done wrong, or maybe it's normal, it depends on the use case, but it can give me this kind of information. And we continue here, we are displaying different information. Another dashboard here is the main KPI. This one is not related to any DBT package. It's going to take information from your DBT package and put it into single one. So here we are using different information from the DBT project evaluator, the data quality one, the TCP/IP, and also the Snowflake one. So I have very quick overview about what's going on. We have developed different package, predefined dashboard also for different package, about the elementary one. Same here, you have the global KPIs. After, if you need to find the details, you can connect to the elementary data UI if you need. And we have also the DBT artifact. Just a word about the DBT artifact. How does it work? Is like when you run your DBT models, it's going to produce some metadata, and the DBT artifact will upload the information into your cloud data warehouse, do some mart models, and this application will display the information about your data mart here into this one. So for example, you can find the information about the execution, and you can find also some information about the mode tests which are costed the most, all these things into one single place. Also, what we wanted to show during this demo is about the GraphQL. What is the biggest difference? When you are running this application, it's going to pre-calculate and put into cache files all your KPIs. So you don't need to wait when you are opening a dashboard. It's going to display directly the information from a cache file. But for X reason, if you need to display the information in real time available inside your cloud data warehouse, you can use the semantic API. Two ways of doing this. First, by using the GraphQL, and is going to run this metrics and the group by into your DBT semantic API and display the information. Another way of doing this is by using the JDBC one, and here is going to execute the query, return the semantic API will return the information, and is going to be displayed into your UI. That's it for the moment. I hope you enjoyed this demo. Let's go now to the other part, which are the technical part on how this application is run. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you, Adrien. A little bit long demo, I think. We'll have a shorter one for the next one. Anyway, let's jump on the technical details. And I wanted to talk, and this is something that has been announced this morning about the semantic layer. It has been published on the version 1.6, which has been released, if I don't make any mistake, in June. And this application is fully using it. So how does it work? It's like this Streamlit application is going to read like a dashboard YAML file. This is what we name the predefined dashboard. So it means like if you have the Snowflake one, you don't need to do this work because it has been done already. And the dashboard will contain the metrics information. The dashboard will read this information, and you are familiar now with the YAML language or description here that you have already done in DBT. It's pretty simple. So we get these metrics, and the application will call the semantic layer. And the semantic layer will get the information from the cloud data warehouse and return it into the application. There is two ways about using the semantic layer. One, it could be locally by using metric flow, or it could be by using the cloud, as we have seen on the demonstration. It could work with GraphQL or the JDBT connection. If you are using locally, you don't need to configure anything. Metric flow is going to use your profile, and based on the profile information, it's going to run directly. If we go to the three parts of the Streamlit application, so first about how to define a dashboard as YAML. So there is some properties like the title, the description, and which package to use. And after, we had a list of assets that we are defining inside this dashboard HTML. What the asset contains is like how to represent the chart, if it's a line chart, if it's a text or a bar chart, and it's using, oh, by the way, the libraries from Streamlit here. And after, we can add some, it depends on the chart, if it's some option like the group by, the sort, and this kind of information. That's how to define a dashboard HTML. So I would say nothing pretty new. This is a YAML definition. And after, because Streamlit is able to read also the MD language, you can put some link or adding some picture inside it. The DBT metrics layer. So that's the main point here, is like you can use the dashboard definition to call is going to use the dashboard definition to call the semantic layer. As we have seen, it could be hybrid, or it could be only on metric flow, or only in DBT Cloud API. The thing is, like, if the package doesn't have it doesn't have semantic layer, or you don't have the semantic layer. Well, this is the part where you need to spend a little bit of time to understand how does it works and go through this, and it can be taking a little bit of time. So we are providing different scripts, which is going to help to generate. It doesn't do the stuff at 100%, but is going to help you to generate the semantic model, the metrics, and the dashboard HTML. How does it work? Is like run the DBT package, and we are going to do sort of reverse engineering. Based on the tables that you have on the specific schema, we will be able to reverse it and do and creating all this YAML file. When you have done this, after you need to review the code, of course, and do some tests here. But again, this part is only if you don't have the semantic layer already inside the DBT package. The Streamlit application, very simple. What the Streamlit will do is like taking the information from the dashboard YAML file and is going to call the semantic layer, and based on the definitions that you put inside your asset, is going to represent it. So, just a word, and it's for more the DBT package owner today, this part, is like if you put like a dashboard as YAML definition, so this is where you are describing how your DBT package can be useful, and you put all the metrics inside it. And if you add the metrics layer also into your DBT package and you maintain it, for the user, what they just need to do is like by using this application, they just need to connect and put the DBT Cloud API key if they're using the DBT Cloud part. And they just need to hold the application, and the application will do the rest. So it means like in few clicks, you can display a dashboard from your DBT package. Just a word about this central application and how to use it. So easy to read the metadata generated by the DBT package. You could, it's easy to use, as you have seen, like you have just a simple menu, and after you can switch from different dashboards and you can have access directly to these different KPIs. It's going to help you to monitor your data stack, and not only about DBT, it could be about your data ingestion tool or your data quality tool that you are using here, as we have seen. And it could help you to make faster development, because when you use a DBT package, like as we have seen for the DBT project evaluator, you will have access directly into a UI. You don't need to go through different tables and making some query here. We have been inspired by the IT teams, and they are using like Datadog for the cloud monitoring. This is what we are trying to replicate here with this central DBT application. What will be next inside the application and what we are working on? Today, it's open source on GitHub. So we have just released this morning this application. So this is the very first version. Again, it's open source. We are asking to the community to come back to us or adding more features into it. We are going to add some more chart customization, because here we are supporting just few of them. We would like also to add more predefined dashboard. So today we don't cover, for example, the data profiler package. We want to come with a version 2 of elementary, same for Snowflake. For Snowflake, we have focused a lot on the cost, but we could also give some best practice as it has been done for the DBT project evaluator. And after, the idea is also to add some alerting system. So if something is broken, we can have the alert here. You have access to it by connecting to the GitHub here. I just want to say thank you to all the engineers at Infinite Lambda who participate to this, because we did it like in 1 month. That was a lot of work to do, and I wanted to say thanks to everyone here. And if you have any question, you can contact us by using this mailing list, this central app. You have the GitHub repo also where you can add your question. We will be happy to take it. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoy it.